Hi guys, I'm feeling inspired to do Mask Monday. I was going through my beauty products and I have a lot of these masks that need to be used up, different brands. You know, most of them are samples. So I thought, what about doing Mask Monday and using that as a way to catch up with you guys. So this will be my first video for the Mask Monday, and we're going to use the Tata Harper Resurfacing Mask. Let me see if I can get that. I've already washed my face, and the directions said to wash your face, and it's like that, a jelly consistency. So yeah, it said to wash your face and rub this all over. And then I think it said to leave it 15 to 20 minutes or so, and then wash off with warm water. There are no directions on this sample, so I had to look it up, which is fine. So we're just going to put this mask on, and I'm going to sit down in front of my computer while it does its magic and update you guys on what's been going on in my life. Which is a whole lot. And just craziness what all has went on. I'm assuming this is one treatment in here. It's a pretty small sample, so I'll load it up. Has a weird consistency. But I'm not hating it. It feels really good on my skin. And I have a little glob there that's don't want to come out. Okay, let's have a little bit more. I might have had enough for two. Applications, but I've had this a while, so I wanted to use it up and get rid of it. Alright, used it all. There's what it looks like. Alright, I'm going to go and sit in front of my computer and we'll have a chit chat while this does its magic. Okay, y'all, it is 9:20 and we're going to take this off at 9:40. So let's just have a little chit chat while the magic happens. I'll put it down on my neck. Anyways, I always stray from my points and try to explain things the long way around. So, I guess the first thing I want to update you guys on is my new car. I had it for a month, and my family and I were going down the road, and it scaled back to 20 miles per hour from 55 miles per hour. The whole car was vibrating and shaking. It felt like the all four wheels were flat. That's what it felt like. But I pulled over on the side of the road. I was getting errors up on my dash, ESC error, and there was a bunch, like it was blinking errors one by one. So I decided to turn back around, head back home, going 20 miles an hour, which is very dangerous where I live because curves and inclines, as I do live in the mountains. I made it back to my mom's cabin and I parked the car. My daughter's boyfriend got out of the car and started tinkering around, some wires and stuff. And the car cranked back. The errors were gone. But I just didn't feel safe in the car. So I took the car back. The car lot said the manager drove it, the salesman, and the mechanic, and they couldn't find any issues with the car, which I knew. I know there's issues with that car, or that wouldn't have happened to me that day. So I said, we're not paying for that car. I told you guys my sugar daddy bought me that car, which is true. But I said to him, you're not paying for that car. It's a piece of junk. Things had started to fall off of the driver's side seat on the back, and the passenger side front door wouldn't open a lot of times, and there was just a lot of issues coming to the surface in that car. And so his credit is getting dinged. They're saying it's a repossession. I get it. I mean, it was a contract and we refused to take the car back. They would not even switch us out to another car or anything like that. They were just adamant that there's nothing wrong with this car. The fact is, my mother and my oldest daughter drive a Malibu. My new car was a Malibu Chevy, and theirs is older, but their car has the same exact issue with the same exact errors I was getting, and this issue never really gets fixed. So I'm thinking we did the right thing, even though his credit is getting smashed. I think in the long run this car would have costed a lot of money when the warranty ran out. So you guys, that's that about the car. I am down to just my Honda van again, which is okay. It don't run the best. Which brings me to another thing. It was wrecked the other morning. I have cement halfway up my driveway, from the bottom halfway up. When the tires hit the top of the cement, it was iced over in a sheet of ice. The car slid down the concrete and went kind of airborne, and then into the ditch sideways and hit a phone box. So yeah, I thought, well, that's it for this car. But I took it to the mechanic later, and it needed 3 tires, and mud and rocks had gotten up into the front end, causing the sensors to be covered. So yeah, he told me to go to a car wash and turn my wheels all the way to the left and spray the hell out of the wheel wells and front end. So I have to do that. Yeah, it's been very eventful these past few weeks. I have had some type of chest sickness. It's congestion, tightness, and coughing, and hoarseness. And my poor daughter, the one with MS, was up to visit me last night, and she is unfortunately getting it now. My son has it. Last night he did not sleep whatsoever. He was up all night. He went to bed about 10:15 and was back up about 1 something, and he did not go back to sleep until 8:15 this morning. And I'm just going to let him sleep a few hours and try and get him up and see if he will, be okay. See how his mood is. I think it's because he's sick. He didn't sleep, which is understandable, but this mother right here is tired. So I'm trying to decide whether or not to take a nap after this mask comes off. I might. By the way, it feels very tight on my skin now. It kind of feels like those peel-off masks, but you can't peel this one off. It has to be rinsed. What else has been going on? My poor mom, she is worried to death. We're all worried too, but her doctor keeps finding abnormal cells with her pap smears, so she has to go in on the 4th or 5th, I'm not really for sure, and he's going to go in and burn those cells off and check for cancer and stuff. So if you all would send my mom, Kathy, a prayer or good thought, I would very much appreciate that. She's a great woman, really. My daughter, who has MS, started a new exercise study to see if certain exercises will help her MS. She went through a what is it called, physical therapy place, and they gave her all kinds of nifty little tools and tablet with exercise videos and yoga mats and all kinds of little things, and she's really enjoying that. She's been doing that lately, and she says some of the exercises make her feel better, and yeah, she's doing as well as expected. She's on that new medication. I can't think of the name of it right now. It's a funky name, but so far so good. She hasn't had any relapses or anything, so that's good. Tomorrow, I think, down in the morning tonight, what am I trying to say? About 4 a.m. in the morning, we're supposed to be getting a winter storm. In the city where my daughter and my mom live, they'll probably get 2 or 3 inches, but up here in the mountains, I'm definitely probably going to get 5 or 6. And after that, there's supposed to be an Arctic blast coming through, which has me pretty much worried because my water is hooked into my mom's water in her cabin, and she is not currently living there, as it's like 100 years old and it needs repairs. So I'm kind of worried about the water pipes, but I'm going to keep it flowing. And she said she was going to bring my brother up today to drain the pipes to her house and cover my line up better. So hopefully that helps and keeps my water. I'm definitely going to stock up on water bottles to make sure we don't run out. And yeah, recently I bought something called a Big Buddy. It's like a heater that runs off batteries and those little propane capsule canisters things. So if the power goes, we can at least stay somewhat warm. As of late, I've really gotten into what's it called? Not prepping. Where you're really prepared for disasters and stuff. So, yeah. What else can I update you guys on? I guess I could update you on my diabetes. It's not so much in control right now with all this stuff happening around me with my car and then wrecking the van. I have eaten my feelings, just to be honest. So it's pretty much out of control, but the way I see it, every day is a new day and you have a chance to make it better. So I can only try my best and keep it in control most of the time. So yeah, that's my goal. Looking pretty sunny out there, and it's supposed to be about 50. So I'm going to enjoy that before this snow and this Arctic blast comes through. Ooh, this is tight, and it's making my face look funny right here. Yeah, I've been working a lot in my house too, and that somewhat keeps my sugar kind of lower, even with the bad foods I eat. So yeah, I finished the middle bedroom, which was my daughter's bedroom before she went to Canada. I done it gray with white trim, and I put my son in there, but it didn't work out for us. It didn't work out at all. First of all, he wanted Mama. He wanted to be back in my room, and Mama wanted him back in the room. So I moved his bed back. My family's already made fun of me, but I guess we're just not ready. What I am going to do is get him a big boy bed and put it in that room, and maybe he will gravitate on his own. But I couldn't do it, you guys. I couldn't leave him. He's my little baby. My bed's right beside his crib. His crib's like here, and here's my bed, and I lay here and face the crib, and he faces me, and we're just close as we can be. I know I need to let him have some independence, but maybe he's still too young. For the time being, my moving plans are on hold. I just can't get the work done here. I can't afford to get the work done, and I can't afford to move. like, I need to move out of here and move my stuff out so I can finish this place, but I can't afford to. Life has been hitting me some very bad curveballs lately. I get a little extra money and then something else comes along, takes that extra money. So I pretty much decided I'll probably just stay here for the time being and make the best out of it. At least I don't have to pay rent or nothing. It's paid for. I only have to pay my electric, internet, and property taxes, that type of stuff. So, which reminds me, property taxes are due. Oh boy, even living out here in the sticks, it's still about $300 a year, which I realize is pretty good compared to others. I've heard some pretty high property taxes people have, so I feel fortunate for that. Oh gosh, my face is tight. My other daughter, who's pregnant, her due date moved to May 2nd. It's coming up quickly, and little John is growing, moving up a storm, so he's doing really, really good, and that is great. Taxes are coming along, so I'll probably go to Canada then and get my children's passports and birth abroad papers. I'll have the money to do that then, and actually have the money to go get them, so I'm excited to see them in probably March is when I'll get out there. So yeah, they've had a good run with their dad though. They've really enjoyed it, and he has given them some responsibilities that they don't get a chance to do here, so that's great. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else, you guys. I think that's it, all what's been going on. Still trying to eat low carb. I wouldn't say keto or strict keto or any of that, but low carb. But like I said, I have had some mess ups. Another thing I've been trying to do is make some wreaths. I love to make wreaths, and I am going to try to sell one here pretty soon. I've been working the past 2 days on it, so the supplies to make the wreath was only like $4 or $5, so I guess I'm gonna ask like $10 for it. I'm not sure. Yeah. Another thing I've been trying to do is formulate a good body scrub recipe. On the regular, always making stuff like that, like bath salts, and I make a lot of bath and foot soaks for my mom and her boyfriend, and they really enjoy them, and I enjoy being creative, so works out for all of us. Yep, that's it. It is now 9:40 and time to take this off. It's so tight. So let's go take it off. Oh my goodness, you guys, look. Don't that look creepy? Got my little mermaid cloth. Just gonna wipe this stuff off. It's made my face kind of red, but that's okay. Trying to get the hot water going this morning. It's really cold though, so it's kind of hard to get it going. Again, this is the Tata Harper Resurfacing Mask. And it feels really good. I'm telling you, my face is so soft. Alright, you guys. Some splotches on my forehead. Overall, though, I love the way my face feels. It's very soft. Look at those dark circles. Anyway, I give this mask 2 thumbs up from me. Y'all should try it.